Alright, welcome back to Dankscore Traders Hub. Yes, as usual, it's done here. Doing the analysis as usual. I hope you had a great time yesterday, and I believe you're going to have a good time even today with the analysis. Yesterday, we made a lot of money from the markets. Those who followed up the analysis, you really did make a lot of money. So as of today, let's start today with a prayer as usual, and then head over right into the analysis. Please, today is the 3rd of April. We know that by the end of this month we'll be having a smile, and actually a better smile than how we started this month. Thank you for the signals today. Thank you for the profits that we're making today. And of course, thank you for the recovery that we did yesterday as we recovered from the previous day's losses. Thank you that we are making money today, and we are now hitting our daily targets. We give you praise, we love you. Thank you for the entries and exits that you're providing today. In Jesus' name we've prayed. Amen. Right. So now let's head over to our technical analysis, and we look at it and we see what is happening in the markets. How are we making money today? How are we going to enter? And all of those things. All right, without further ado, let's head over to it. Crash 500 as usual. So yeah, crash 500. It was giving me that, but I knew that it was going to continue definitely, because that is like not that, actually it's this. That's like what? A rise, falling. That's like a falling wedge. So not even a falling wedge, it's in the shape of a channel in some kind of weird way. But before we can follow that, not that really, before we can follow that, one would have first followed these two. One would have first followed these two right there. Yeah, that's how one would have first followed those. And of course, they are not making a lot of sense, but then when the breakout happened, of course it made a lot of sense, because that was now continuing with the previous trend, and this was becoming like a what? Like an expanding symmetrical triangle, and that's what we saw there. Broke out, going into the sales or continuing with the sales. But of course, according to H4, we already know we are at that very support level, which is according to actually weekly. And look at those. The previous 2 weeks have been sales. Even this current one, this week that we're in, so far 4 days, yeah, actually 4 days without today. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday have been sales. Looking at that, so that's what we are currently seeing, and clearly you can see that according to how this asset has been going. Remember, according to daily, that was a change of character, but we have never seen any. The only retest that we saw was that one candle there, but we haven't seen any other retest from then. So apparently we need to see a retest. We need to see a retest. Of course, daily is oversold. Weekly is coming is touching oversold, but it hasn't given us the signal to start buying. So that's why we are skeptical to enter this very asset. I remember telling you I'm not even into wasting time with this. 15. So that is exactly what is happening according to M15. That's what is happening. So we can wait and see how this will actually go, but as of now, we can either trade it within this pattern here, but this will be small money. It has even already left us for all these other points. So the only way to actually work out this is to just leave it alone. You rather leave it alone and you rather leave it alone and just do what? Wait for when it gives us the buys to start. So as of now, look at H1. That's how H1 is. So it's not any good for us to actually make any entry as we speak. So let's now get into boom 1000. According to M15, by the way, it's likely to continue with the sell. It's likely to continue with this. It's likely to continue with this sell according to M15. So currently it's just accumulating. It's just accumulating, and at the end of this, we will find something like that coming around to continue the sell and bring us right about there once again, just like it did yesterday around this level. So we may see that. So if I go to day H1 right there, I'll be anticipating it to come around there. If I go to daily, of course, that's where we are currently, within that level. And if I put this right there and probably go all the way to this other side, I may see what is happening on the left. I've always told you that whenever you see something, you have to always come to the left to understand what is there. And we're almost getting there, and this should be a daily order block right here. This should be a daily order block, but I'm not going to open daily now, but clearly you can see we are getting to the bottom of this thing right here. So this is where we are looking at our profits. We have an order block here, right there, just below that order block. It's where we are anticipating the profits to be. Alright, so I'm not going to be wasting any more time on this. I'm just going to leave it at M15 and now head over to 1000. Now head over to boom 1000. Boom 1000. Excuse me. So boom 1000, we wanted this yesterday, did give us that. I missed the entry, but it was not that of I was not looking at selling it. I was actually waiting to see if I can buy it. The buy started, consolidated, went, but it was short-lived, went back into sales, and you can see clearly what it was doing. Yeah, so change of character, then sold, consolidated, sold again, and now started the buy, went again. We are looking for buys where we are. First, let's go back to weekly. We need sales. Daily, we need sales, but according to the structure that we have, we should be looking for buys. H1, we need buys. We have already, H4, we need buys. We have already seen all that, so I can delete this, that, delete. H1, that fair value gap has been reacted upon, but also this order block has now been mitigated right there. That order block has been mitigated right there, so we should be in buys without a doubt. Let me see M15. M15 has come back to this order block, which is now funny that I have to make my entry right there. I don't have to wait. I'm just gonna have my buys right there, 0.5 right there. Yes, I know that M5 can play a big thing, so I'm not going to wait for M5. I'm just going with M15, and my stop loss is just going to be here. If it comes to take away liquidity, then it will be according to M5 and M1. So it is actually going to be according to M1. Yes, it's going to be according to M1. M1 hasn't reached oversold yet, and clearly even M5, so we still have some more entry to make. So don't enter as of now, but within these last how many, about 13 minutes, we should be able to see a spike to take us back into the buys. But yeah, I can add one more entry right here as a buy limit. If it reaches there before we come back to it, then I can make another entry. But I'm looking at selling this asset, buying this asset all the way up right there. So let me first remove this to make confuse us. I need that. This is the one I was waiting for right there. So that's what we are looking at. That's what we are going to look at right there. That's where our TP is. That's where our TP, our first TP is here, second TP of course, then of course our third TP right about there. Right about there, that will be our third TP. All right, so that's it on Boom 1000. Just hang in there. Don't make an entry right now. It may close all the way down below, to below this H1 order block, below the H1 order block. If there is a liquidity pool, then we can even put all the way down below this other order block. Yeah, if there's a liquidity pool, that is but I don't see it. This is one. I don't see any liquidity pool, so I'm gonna stick with mine right here below this order block of H1. Yeah. All right, that's it on Boom 1000. Now let's head over to Boom 500. Okay, those who are joining us, please see Lois and Felix and the rest, please go, if you don't mind, go ahead and give us that thumbs up and like the video so that YouTube can also recognize this channel to push it to the rest of the world. All right, so boom 500. Let's first see what we are looking at. This is H1 and this is yesterday. So we wanted price to do this. I missed a good trade yesterday. First I missed this entry right here, this entry right there. I missed it to sell it back to this fair value gap, and then I missed the other second entry when it came back again and pushed price all the way to this other fair value gap and even to the order block, right there. So that's how I missed that entry. But no, actually I didn't miss it. I saw it, but I was already in the other 3 trades that I had already given, and already they were giving me the target I was looking at, so I chose to leave it. So I didn't want to overtrade. Yeah, I remember, that's why I left it. Yeah, I saw it and I was like, no, I'm already in jump 10 and jump 50, and what else, V25s. Yeah, so those are the trades we took yesterday according to the VIP platform, the ones we made money out of. So this one I left it intentionally because I didn't want to overtrade. Yeah, but it played out just like we had anticipated. Right now, now that it went all the way to the order block, we should be anticipating buys, but H1 has not yet confirmed yet, so I can easily now delete everything right here. Okay, just leave the order block on there. Delete. We needed this was yesterday, the other day. So having gotten there, we saw a change of character, pullback, 2 times pullback, then went into sales. Now we've reached the order block. Let's go to daily. H4 we need buys, but H1 is not yet confirming. I can easily delete this actually because it is reacting to this level right here. It's a support. Let's actually look at it in H1. So clearly we see that that's where we are currently. Price reacted back to that level. I can delete that now, having seen the one on M15. So all we need is a confirmation on H1. H1 is not confirming yet. M15 is just about to confirm. We are about to confirm. Already we've reached oversold down below to give us a signal of the buy. Yes, H1 we've also reached that order block, but something still is not adding up. It's not giving us the right thing. So I may enter buys but then according to H4 we'll be having a retest again to come down again. So for now we will follow what we have according to M15. So M15 is not yet also ready, but it's like it's about in the next hour it will give us an entry for the buys, but as of now we don't have an entry, so we leave it. Let's leave it at M15. We'll be looking for something like that or within that. Okay, the fair value gap was mitigated, so it's likely to come to the order block here, so take us there, possibly don't even break structure, but then we see a retest according to H1 and make it overbought. Probably it will come to the last order block, whichever, and then we make an entry for H1 to take us all the way up. So that's something I'm gonna be looking at, but it's not entirely ready for us to enter a swing buy to take us all the way up, because H1 is not yet confirming the buy. So that's why I'll be waiting for the short buy, and then later on I'll be anticipating the retest, which will be according to H1. Right, I think that's it. Let me now head over to Volatility 25S. Vol 25S. So Vol 25S, what happened right here? Let's look at it. This was yesterday's trade, having given us that, because it was giving us higher highs and higher lows, so we anticipated that trade. Those who were with me, you remember I gave you the trade right here. When it gave us this low, I gave you the trade, but it retested again and I made more entries. We took it. Even on the VIP, I gave you the signal. We took it, although it started to lose some momentum here and we closed early before it hit the TP. That was our TPY there because of the previous move there. That was the reason why. So that's how we traded that yesterday. So we can delete all this now, but it kept on playing, giving us lower lows and lower highs, lower lows and lower highs, until it was exhausted, and it gave us a change of character right about there. So now we know that we have some sort of resistance up there, and then it's the previous low, the right about there, not the previous low, but some point right there. I think according to H1 it may be actually very valid. Yeah, clearly that would be the order block right there, and you can clearly see it, price reacted to it. So now that we have a change of character, we know that price, we haven't seen any change of character here, so this is just a pullback. So we're going to see price get back to this fair value gap according to H1, and then we come into sales again. Of course, what I'm doing here, you can clearly see that it is matching what we have on CCI right there. That is CCI oversold. So it's gonna go back, and that will be the retest to bring us into sales. So according to M15, even though we are seeing that the momentum should be a sell, but we need that retest of a buy to get there. So we are not yet ready. So according to FIB, if I do this and look at what I have here, clearly you see 38.2 is around that fair value gap right there, and that's where we anticipate our pullback to come back to. and that's what I'll be anticipating. But as of now, allow me delete all this. I don't know what this is, but let me delete it, and that's what we'll be waiting for as of now. So delete this. If we head over to H4, we still are in a buy. We are still in a buy, but remember we left that fair value gap, and it's a valid fair value gap, so we're just gonna pull it up and then head over back into buys all the way back there. So this can be taken out. That's how we are going to trade this systematically, process by process. That's how we will be trading it. So right about now, I think that's it. Of course, daily is oversold, so either way we are looking for sales, just like we need them on H4, and then later on start the buys. All right, so I'm not going to go into M5 at M15 at all. I will just wait for my entries on here according to H1. That's what I'll wait for. So that's what I'll wait for. So I'll not even look at buys. That is V251S. We'll be looking for this kind of plan today, but the most mature one is this sell. Then probably tomorrow or the other day we look at the entry of the buys. All right, that's it. Let's now head over to Volatility 75. This we've not traded it for like almost a month or two because of its momentum. So let's look at it. So this was it. It did exactly what we wanted, but of course it's not worth the risk. You know, it was not worth the risk for me to actually do this, enter this buy. So I left it. Clearly H4 is looking at sales, and let's look at daily. We are looking also for sales. Are they confirmed yet or not yet? So still a no-go for me. Daily hasn't confirmed sales yet. Even H4 hasn't confirmed sales. So I can delete this, delete that. Now all we need is to see a breakout right there. That will be our change of character. But until then, this is a no-go. I can't enter this. Let me go to M15 and see same thing still. So this is just a wastage of time. No entry, no clear structure. Yes, we know we need to sell it, but we have no clear structure yet to make an entry. So the easiest thing is to wait for higher time frame to play out, and then we can follow it later on. So if we can have the break of structure, I mean the change of character right here according to H1 and H4, then we can actually get a good entry point. But as of now, this is a no-go. We are still in a buy trend right there. That is a break of structure. That is a break of structure right there. So we are still in an uptrend as we speak. All right, jump 50. Jump 50 was one of those that gave us some good money, hit our TP, and then started to sell. So let's look at it, how we traded it yesterday. Those who were part of us yesterday, that is how what we were waiting for came, grabbed liquidity right there, and then of course in a lower time frame I was looking at all possible entries. So this is where we first entered it right there. Then I first took some profits right here. first took some profits right there, and then it retested. It made some retest. Then I made I didn't make other entries, but when it made this retest right here, I made and left it to move back into sales. So that's that's how we traded that yesterday. Those who made money yesterday, congrats on to your profits. Let's now look at today. So why didn't it reach that level, our second TP, where we were anticipating it to go? So let's look at so this move, this is the move that we were anticipating after that. So it hasn't reached it yet, so I want to first delete that, and now I want to use the current data. So the current data is like that, and we have already broken structure going into sales. Remember, according to each one, we are still in sales. According to H1, we are in sales, looking at what we have on CCI. So that is a break of structure right there. It means all these are no longer necessary. So now that we know that we are selling, let's see where the sales began from. Let's go to H4. We are selling, of course. Daily, we are selling. So this is a breakout structure. I can first see that. Then there is that right there. So go to M15. M15. I will go with this as my breakout structure. Okay, let's see. Okay, M15 is almost getting oversold, and once it becomes oversold, then we will anticipate a pullback. So probably to be oversold around this area there. So if we use our fib around that, because of the trend line that I've just put using these other points that we have currently, then our point of retest will be around that order block right there, right about there, or even above, to come for this fair value gap. So we'll wait and see. But remember, if it happens to still be moving in a channel, or whichever you want to call it, then it means it will have to again touch the trend line, meaning it will come for this order block, So we need to just wait and see what happens. So we have 3 points of interest where price may react back to. We have that order block at 38.2 according to fib, and then we have a fair value gap above it, which will be in premium, and then the last one, which is the order block above where the move started from. So that better since we are headed to oversold, then there is a high chance of it actually going all the way up, not even to the fair value gap, all the way up there, and then it comes down to that level once again. So as of now, I will wait. I will not make any mistakes right here. I will just wait to see if I will get a buy right from this very trend line, So that's it from me on this very asset. I don't know what you guys see from that very asset, but yeah, that's what I see according to what I have, according to the data that I'm having currently. That is what I see. So that's it. I will wait until I can have a better entry to actually sell this. Actually buy this all the way up, then probably enter sales. This is jump 50. All right, that is well enough on jump 50. Let's head over to jump 25 and look at it. So jump 25. Yes. The pullback later on happened, but it happened when on a level that I was not expecting it to happen from. But either way, it happened, went all over back to that. It exceeded even where I wanted it to go, but it just exceeded it on a notch. Just then the sell started and came to the trend line, just like what I needed to see. But by then I was out of the market. I think I'd already hit my target, so I missed that trade right there. Oh yeah, I missed that trade right there. So now I can delete all these. And look at what I've just done. So I've just deleted the trend line. Alright, so that's what we saw there. So I can delete this, delete that, delete, delete. So let's first start from the weekly. So weekly, we need sells. Daily we need buys, which is a bit weird. Anyway, so daily is asking for buys according to CCI, and of course according to H4 we are looking for sells. H1 we're actually looking for buys, and I think on M15 we're already buying. So H1 M15's buys are having a low momentum, meaning everyone is waiting to actually sell this asset. Everyone is waiting to enter sales. So when I see some of these things, I become a bit skeptical on what to do, and I just leave the asset, because I know that this is a rising wedge and at any point in time we are going to be selling. But then I might first see a fake breakout to grab liquidity, either from that fair value gap, from this order block, or from the fair value gap right here. So that's why I just hold on to do anything before I see something of sort. So I know that these are my liquidity points. And from the way I see this, the price, how it is moving, it's likely to first grab those liquidity, either this or that, and then it comes into sales. So all I need to see is sales from there or there. So, but as of now, price is still continuing into those levels. So that's what I need. So that is on jump 25. It's a no-go for me. I can't enter it as I speak right now. Alright, lastly is jump 10, and we wrap it up for today. Jump 10. Oh, I've just remembered about Boom 1000. Oh yes, the limit order has been activated, and I believe we first had that kind of move of a buy, then came down again. So the limit order has been activated. If you want, you can enter now. Please, if you want, you can enter now. Let me see, according to M1. Yeah, please, if you can, enter now. But if you can wait a bit more, if you know you're patient, you can wait a bit more and wait for the entry on this asset. Look at where we entered from. That is where we entered from. It gave us that short thing, then it came back. So you need to calculate properly where you anticipate to make your entry from, because you may not get the chance. If you know these are spikes, just one spike, it goes all the way up there. So just I'm saying, so you need to know where you are ready to enter from. Yeah, but as for me, I've already made my 2 entries. I'm not adding anymore. The stop loss is just there below the order block on H1 right there. So the VIP guys, please make the entry now and put your stop loss below there. Yeah, I normally love to tell you what I've already done also. Alright, let's wrap this up on jump 10. Jump 10 daily, weekly. Yes. Yeah, we've grabbed liquidity there. We're going to see a pullback into that thing. So clearly you can see that price came back right there. In fact, it is very clear according to H1. This is a change of character. Price came back to that level there. So I'm still a bit skeptical because of M15. I need M15 to confirm, at least it becomes oversold so that I can enter. So that's what I'm waiting for, and that's why I'm not entering this asset, even though H1 confirmed. But I'm still skeptical, so I may wait for price to actually come back to this level or to that fair value gap right here, right there. So right now I'm just gonna wait for this. Then I make my entry again on jump 10. That's what I'll wait for. Yes, I know there is a fair value gap here, so it may do those, either the fair value gap or the order block, and that's how I'll be looking at my entry. All right, I think that's it. on this asset. That's it on jump 10. Let's do the recap and we call it a day. Let's do the recap and then we call it a day. So starting from all the way crash 500 exactly, we knew that was happening, yeah, all the way up. But like I said, this is it's just a wastage of time. It may come all the way down. You can delete that line. It may come all the way down here to continue with the sell. So boom, 1,000. Just like I told you to enter, I hope you've entered, because we have a spike there, we have a spike right there, and we have a change of character as we speak right about there. According to M5, we have a change of character right there, so it's gonna come again down, and then the next thing that we'll see will be a spike like this. So if you haven't made your entry, please sort yourself and know that this is gonna buy. We are going to make money on this asset. So that is boom 1,000. Boom 500. It has also reached our point that we needed it. So let's see what is holding us to make the entry. Actually none, so I can easily make this short buy. I've missed it, but still I can enter it. It has just spiked. It has just spiked. I will enter it, put my stop loss a bit below, just about here. This is not a big asset, so it may not take a lot. It may even, actually we are even buying, so even if it comes, it will just respect the stop loss, so I'm not worried. So yeah, it may go back there and then come down again. You remember what I told you, it may just go a bit and then come again. So you can either wait for this other entry, but we want to first make this money as it is coming right here. That's why I'm entering right now. Yeah, that's why I'm entering right now. Alright, so my profit will be just about here. That will be my profit right there. This is V25. We need it there, then we can sell it, so it's still a no-go for us. This is a wastage of time. V75. Which one is this? This is jump 50. We need it here before we can enter our buys, so not yet. Jump 25, look at that, it has reached one of the fair value gaps, but now we still need it. It may continue up, it may continue up a bit, so I will wait for the sell momentum to start before I can come in with the entry of the sell. So it has to go all the way up there. Just like I told you, we will see a fake breakout, and that's what is happening right about there. Jump 10, we are waiting for this. This will be according to M15, so our entry will be about here. Alright, I think that's it. We have about 5 minutes remaining to close our session, but I think today I'm gonna close early. I'm gonna close early for the first time. Let me be giving you the updates. On Saturday I'm meeting all my students, everyone that I've taught, just like we normally do every month. I missed to do it last month. That was on Saturday, but I have to do it on this Saturday. And then we see how we can streamline some of the strategies we use in trading and see all your challenges. So if you're part of this session, know that on Saturday I'm meeting you guys. But then the other thing is I'm trying to look at how to make another session. So I don't know, let me see from the people that are here. Let me see from the people that are here. Let me create a poll. So that's okay. I don't know what they're telling me here. Delete that. Yeah. So that is a poll. Please, you can do it. Let's see what you think. I am looking at adding a session of 3 to 4 p.m. That means I may now hold on to classes, meaning if I do that, I may now push the class of 3 to 5 p.m. and push it to another time. So yeah, let me see those coming in, and I first see your thing. I will do the same on the I'll do the same on the channel. I'll do the same on the channel, so on the WhatsApp channel. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking about, making another session. I'm not sure if I'll see how to work with it. If the circumstances allow, I may do it, but I need to see. I want to first see your opinion on that, how many are willing to get into it. The challenge is I'm not seeing the results. All right, I will end the poll just in about 1 or 2 minutes. I will end the poll. The mentorship classes started. So if you want to learn all these things that I normally show here in detail, you can register for the April class. We haven't gone far, so you can register and be part of them. Or you can still say, you know what, let me register for May, and you prepare yourself to be part of it. So you can still do that. But as of now, we are in the April class. We have started already, so you need to come around and be part of it if you want to. But if you're good with or the strategies you already know and you're already pushing in, yeah, that's good. Okay, it's not good to confuse yourself with different kinds of strategies. It's not good. I don't advise it. So if you have a working strategy already working for you, you don't need to come to the class. You don't need to come and get to learn what I teach. It's enough. If it is already giving you what you want in the market, it's very enough. Don't waste your time and money. Otherwise, I want to say it was good to be part of this today. I want to now close the poll and see the results, and then I'll do the same on the WhatsApp poll, and then I can now start to plan and think about what to do next. All right, let's do the closing. Yeah, I've seen 5 people voted and no one voted no. So I think those who attend normally these sessions, this session of morning analysis, they are all also in for the evening analysis. So that now gives me something to think about, how to plan it. Probably in May I should start it. So let me think about it. Let me do the same poll and on WhatsApp channel, and then I start the planning. Thank you guys. I know that we need it, because I felt like it is needed, but I will plan and see how to execute it alongside the mentorship classes. All right, thank you guys for attending today, and of course go ahead and like if you haven't liked already, and of course if you have never subscribed and hit the bell button to receive the notifications, go ahead and do that. And please go ahead and share the link to someone who may love to understand all these things we are doing right here. Let me wish you a happy trading day. See you tomorrow same time. But of course for the VIPs, I'm still with you. We are still trading together till late evening. Have a nice day. Happy trading.